A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Tobias Harris.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Richmond is out there with Brandon Roy. Then it's Simmons. Then there's West. And it's Maravich in at the 2 spot. And for Dallas, they've got Nowitzki. Luka Doncic out there with Arenas. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gervin in at the 3 spot. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Doncic outside. The pass to Jokic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
And Simmons kicks to Maravich. Outside Roy. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now the Mavericks with it. It's a 3-point game. West against Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
You was a baby. Boy.
Maravich against Arenas. West with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on the last play. That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw tonight.
No, good, right? I think good.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Simmons. And here's Maravich. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Now Roy. Over Gervin. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Richmond. And it's Nowitzki missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Good job,
Check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age.
Good pass. What was that one? I'm gonna put ISO.
I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here's Richmond. Some solid D from Nowitzki. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Outside for Roy. Unloads. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog.
What type of playbook we running out there?
Down a bit.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Arenas passes to Doncic. Left side, Gervin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers trail. West outside. Los Angeles with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Passes it to Nowitzki. Over Roy. Arenas. That's a two-pointer. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Gotta love Nowitzki setting his guys up with perfect passes.
As passes to Simmons. And the whistle blows.
No.
It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Out to West. The shot's good. Roy making the play.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Simmons against Doncic. Bucket is good. Doncic has got 6.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
No good from West.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Count the basket. Arenas has got his second bucket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here's West from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Clippers trail by 7. Right side, Maravich. And it's off the back rim. No good. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Doncic with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Jersey. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Nowitzki. And Doncic gets it to go. He's got 8.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
West misses.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 9 points. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game in. They didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
For Dallas, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Richmond, and it's Rose in for West.
Over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
And the shot goes down. Maravich has got his second basket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Rose. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Like that, D.
There is a persistence and a willingness to seek contact and still finish by Derrick Rose. Nicely done.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
That was a good time NBA, bro.
Free throw drops for Rose. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starting at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart. Rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, probably better for him. Not playing in Chicago.
And that one falls for Nowitzki. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Maravich, and it falls over the rim and in. Maravich has got 6.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Arenas passes to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Ellis wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Maravich, the pass to Rose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Derrick Rose plays with such intensity, such willingness to draw contact on the interior.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And he makes the first. You know, Doris, we saw the All-Star game playing to a target score down the stretch. And some think in years to come, the NBA may adopt it for the overtime periods. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. That All-Star game, I was absolutely riveted to my television. The action was compelling. The defense was compelling. I can't say I've ever experienced that in an All-Star game. I think it's something you have to take a hard look at.
And here's Doncic from the arc.
Give me that.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
It's Maravich on the wing. Back to Rose. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Oh, he can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Nowitzki outside. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Clippers trail by 14. And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Maravich, the pass to Roy. Now here's Rose. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The 3 for Doncic. But they recover it. It's tipped. Outside, Maravich. Ellis with some nice D. Mavericks leading by 14. Arenas passes to Doncic. Six on the shot clock. The pass to Nowitzki. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rose gets a wide open look. No good again that time.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Doncic against Maravich. Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. For 3, Harris. Roy with the rebound. Clippers trail by 16. Rose dishes to Maravich. A floater. The kick out to Rose. Here's Henry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Zubac trying to break loose. Good work defensively by Arenas.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Arenas against Rose. He kicks to Roy. Pass to Henry.
Travel.
No good that time. Nice D from Doncic. And here's the fast break. Arenas leading the way. Roy with it. Picked up by Harris. Roy against Harris. Rose passes to Henry. Outside Roy. over Harris. And that one goes long.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's Doncic. 14 points for him. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. And
no foul.
so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Alright. Logging out, meet me in the second quarter.
And Chet.